When you hear the word slavery, you probably picture chains, plantations, and no way out. But in ancient Rome, slavery didn't look the way you think. That doesn't make it better. It makes it more unpredictable. Because in Rome, anyone could become a slave. Not because of their race, but because of one bad moment. Lose a battle? You're enslaved. Captured by pirates? Sold the next morning. Drown in debt? You might sell yourself just to stay alive. Even abandoned babies could be picked up and raised as property. In Rome, you weren't born into slavery. You could fall into it overnight, and that made it terrifying. Now, here's where it gets brutal. Not all slaves lived the same life. Some were sent to the mines, and in the mines, slaves didn't retire. They died. No sunlight, barely any air, bodies breaking day after day. Most didn't last long. Others were sent to farms, chained together, watched every second, punished without warning. But then, there were slaves inside Roman homes, educated men captured in war, forced to teach Roman children, doctors, accountants, writers. Some lived better than poor citizens. Clean clothes, warm food, a voice inside the household. But don't get comfortable. That same person could be sold tomorrow, beaten the next day, or separated from everything they knew in seconds. Because no matter how skilled you were still owned. Now here's the part most people don't expect. In Rome, some slaves could become free. It was called manumission. A master could free you, sometimes for loyalty, sometimes for money. Some slaves even saved enough to buy their own freedom. And when they did, they didn't just walk away. They became Roman citizens. They could earn money, own property, build a future. Some even became wealthy. But freedom came with a shadow, a mark that followed you for the rest of your life. A reminder that you once belonged to someone else. And even at the top, you were never fully equal. So what does this all mean? Roman slavery wasn't about race. It was about power. A system where anyone, no matter how educated, how respected, could lose everything. One battle lost, one debt unpaid, one moment of bad luck, and your life was no longer yours. That's what made Roman slavery so dangerous. Not just how people lived inside it, but how easily you could become part of it. Because in Rome, you weren't truly free. You were just free for now.